Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started because we do have a lot to get through today and about your brand view profile. This webinar is about enhancing your brand view profile. We're going to touch base about brand view and the different ways that you can go about enhancing your brand view profile. My name is Sandy Liking. I'm the Client Solutions Training Manager here at AAM. So thank you so much for attending. Just a couple of housekeeping notes. This webinar is being recorded. And at the end of the webinar, probably within the next couple of days, I'll send a follow-up email that'll include a copy of the webinar as well as a presentation. Also, too, happens to be, never fails in a live webinar, we have construction going on outside our building. So if you happen to hear noise, please, I apologize in advance, but hopefully it won't be too bad. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start the webinar. So for today's agenda, I'm just going to have just a quick refresher what brand view is and why it's important to create a brand view profile. Then I'm going to go through the benefits of brand view, a quick overview of the setup, some key ingredients that would help with your brand view profile, some quick tips, and then I'm actually going to go into a live demo. I'm going to show you some live brand views that are out there, and also to go into the setup mode and show you just different ways you can go ahead and add videos, add links, add graphics to your brand view profile. So this is a refresher for you, for those who are not familiar with brand view or those who are. Brand view truly is, it's a free interface, and I want to stress free interface that allows publications to customize their AAM data through the Media Intelligence Center to tell their full brand story. So what does that mean? Well, before we had brand view, when you would go into AAM's database, this is what you would see. You would see a client's quarterly report, or you would see their publisher statement. This is the first thing that would pop up. Now, this is a nice feature. I mean, it's your statement. To go into, to do that deep analysis, to find your zip code, to find your geo information, you would go in further and go into the analysis tool in the Media Intelligence Center to bring up your zip code and as well as your geographic information. So there was a lot of information you can get from the Media Intelligence Center, and also too with that analyzer tool you can do competitive analysis, compare your quarterly reports, quarter over quarter publisher statements over 6-month periods at a time. You can do those type of comparisons. But basically this is what you would see. Now with brand view, it's a more vibrant look into our Media Intelligence Center. So the first thing that a client would see, instead of just seeing your quarterly report or publisher statement, they're going to see truly a custom screen for your publication. It's more vibrant. It's more. There's more interaction going on. There would be a link to your media kit. You can also link to your advertising contacts. You can even include a video. So it's a much more vibrant way. It's a nice bridge between your static document and that in-depth analysis that you're going to get from the Media Intelligence Center. And again, I want to emphasize that this is free. There's no additional cost to set up your brand view profile. Some added features that we've done for the brand view, in particular for newspapers, we added this new distribution heat map for our zip codes. And I'll show you this in a live demo. Excuse me. When you hover over the map, the highlighted areas, like the darker the color, the more distribution is occurring in that particular zip code. So instead of going into the analyzer tool and pulling up your zip code report, a reader of your publication can just hover over this particular area, and what will happen is a pop-up box will pop up and will show what your distribution is and your household percentage. So it's a pretty cool feature that we just recently added. This is applicable for all our U.S. newspapers. All our newspaper clients, U.S. newspaper clients, will have this distribution heat map tab available to them. For our magazine folks, we added a new tab. We are in association with the Association of Magazine, the Media MP360. It's their brand audience report. So when you click, if you're a member of the MP360, you have this tab available to you, and it will have access to your brand audience report. So you're like, well, that's nice, but you're probably thinking to yourself, why should I spend the time to create one? Well, the main reason why you want to have your brand view profile, it's great exposure to the media buyers and your advertisers, especially through our massive database, which is known as the Media Intelligence Center. Today, advertisers are trying to find different ways to get in front of the audience of the reader of the reports, of your newspaper, of your periodical. They're definitely looking for your information. AAM's database, since we launched this to everybody who's a client of AAM, has full access to our full database, which is known as the Media Intelligence Center. We opened the full access open, it was in 2014, and since then we have over 3,200 clients that are very active in our Media Intelligence Center. 71% of our users use this on a monthly basis. So a lot of our clients seem to think that it's just publishers that are looking at their data. Well, yes, that's true, but we also have buyers, media buyers, advertisers that are looking at our information in the Media Intelligence Center. We have within the last couple of years, we had over 8,700 news media organizations looking at data in the Media Intelligence Center. We had over 5,200 clients, buyers, agencies in our Media Intelligence Center. So if Brand View is a free interface and we have this much exposure to buyers and advertisers, why wouldn't you want to set up your Brand View profile? Some of the main benefits of Brand View is it's a one-stop shop. Not only is the reader going to look at your report when they go into our database, they pull up your report, not only they see the report, but there's a customization. You can have a link to your media kit. You can have about who to contact for advertising. It's kind of like a one-stop shop. It helps instead of a reader your information, instead of hunting information on your website, looking for your media kit, your advertising context, it's all there. Instead of going to your website and then going to AAM's website, it's all in one place. The other great feature is that your quarterly reports, your publisher statements, it's automatically updated, so you don't have to worry about it. It's an easy setup, so basically it's once you set it up, you can set it and forget it, or you can update it as often as you would like. It's easy access to your media kit, so a person doesn't have to hunt all over the website trying to find your media kit. It is going to be right there. It's a great way to have a link to your sales team, your advertising team. The feature that I really like the best about Brand View is that it's a shareable link, and I'll show you this in our live demo. You can take the link of your Brand View profile and you can share with all your clients, all your customers, and you don't have to worry if they're an AAM client. If they're not an AAM client, they would still have access to your Brand View profile. The only thing is, if they're not an AAM client, there would be limitations on what they would see as far as the reports library. But everything else, as far as your profile, they would be able to see everything in your profile except for the reports library tab. Our clients that have fully developed their Brand View profile, they notice a major increase in usage of people looking at their information in our database. And overall, it's just a great marketing tool, especially for your national, your regional, and even your local advertisers. Like I said before, it's an easy setup. You don't need to have IT to set up your Brand View profile. Anyone in your publication can set this up. We have the Brand View is set up in a standard tab format, so you can choose what you really want to highlight in your Brand View profile. The most common tabs that are available to all our publications is an Overview tab, a Print tab, and a Learn More tab. We do have extra tabs with affiliations if you're part of our website program, apps, newsletters, social media, things like that. If you had that information audited by us, that information would be available. Each tab has a save feature in it, so you can just build out a section at a time. You don't have to do your whole profile all at once. You can do one section at a time. And the beauty of Brand View too is you can update it as often as you would like, and you can preview before you post it, before you publish it. You can preview it as many times, so you can get the look and feel for what your Brand View profile is going to look like. Overview section. This is one of my favorite parts of the Brand View profile, because this is where you get to customize your information. You really get to highlight about your information about your publication, about your brand story. It's truly your home page. You get opportunities to promote your media brand. You get to put graphics in, your link to your media kit. You can put in what your mission statement is, or just information, a little blurb about what your publication is, and then you can also have a link to your media kit. Also, we have this tab called Learn More, and I highly recommend that you set this one up, because there's great information you can put in the Learn More tab. The Learn More tab is available for all our clients, and this is just a great way for you to put in who your contacts are for your circulation department, your advertising department. It's also a great way to promote any special anniversaries, promotions you've got going on at your publication, any charity events that you're sponsoring. Talk about your publication's history. Also to just the links to your advertising department, your sales team. There's just a lot of information you can put in that Learn More tab. You can also put in what your other publications that you have, your other media products that you have. You can also promote that in the Learn More tab. If they're not audited by AAM, you certainly can still publish them. You can make note of them. The only thing you just wouldn't be able to put in what their distribution is. Anytime you're referring to any distribution in the Brand View tabs, will need to be verified by AAM. But you certainly can promote your different products that you have. So I just threw one on our screen here. This is a standard speaker. They took advantage of the Learn More tab. What they did, they put in the history about their publication. They have what their other titles that they own. These are all clickable links. So if you can go to the Times Tribune, it would click you right to their website. So highly, highly recommend taking advantage of the Learn More tab. Some key ingredients that you want to build out your Brand View profile is the logo of your publication. You want to have the logo. You can put your logo on all the tabs for Brand View. Also, too, you want a brief description about your publication. Again, you don't have to recreate the wheel. You can use a blurb from your marketing kit, your media kit. If you have a boilerplate, any information you have about your publication. A lot of times, publications have this on their website. So when you go into About Us, there's a brief blurb about the publication. Copy and paste that. Again, you don't have to recreate the wheel. Use what you have. Also, too, you want the link to your media kit or your rate card. And also, you want to think about what images you want to put on your overview page. You're allowed up to 3 images that you can put on the overview page. So a lot of times, if you live I'm broadcasting from Arlington Heights. We're just outside of the Chicagoland area. So maybe I would want to put the skyline of Chicago. You can certainly do that, have that as one of your graphics. Have the skyline of your city that your publication is located. And also, too, publication information is what you're going to want. Your advertising department, your circulation department is a good thing to have on hand. Recommended graphic size, this 400 by 200 pixels, text size. When you're talking about your publication, don't get too wordy. You don't want like chapters or anything like that. Just keep it concise, between 50 to 200 words. Also, too, I'm going to show you in our live demo, when you do your text, you can italicize, you can bold it, you can make it, do all sorts of things with the text. And also too, when you're doing your media kit, make sure you're going to copy the whole entire address. That includes the HTTPS portion of your address. When you're adding a video, a lot of us have videos on YouTube. AAM has our own YouTube channel that all our webinars, all our mini training materials are located on. We have videos, training videos on our YouTube channel. You would just write to copy into Brand View. You would right click and you want to copy embed code. You want to copy the actual code of the video, and that to capture the video code that we're going to show in Brand View. So I'll show you that in the demo as well. Quick things that I use to help build out a client's Brand View profile. I always create a folder in my laptop that has just with the client's name. So put your pictures, your graphics, things like that. Photoshop, Snippet, and Snagit are really helpful tools. I use Snagit all the time. Snagit is a great tool to grab a graphic. But if you don't have that, don't worry about it. You can still copy a graphic from your website, and I'll show you how. All you have to do is right click and save an image as either a PNG or a JPEG file. And again, not sure what to mention in your overview section, just use the information you have on your website. Use the information that's already in your rate card, your media kit. Again, you don't have to recreate the wheel for this. When I go into the live demo, I'll show you how the rich text format, when you put in text, how you can highlight, how you can link, how you can bold information. Also, too, I'll show you how you can add a video as well. So with that, I am going to exit out of my presentation here. At least I hope so. Okay, just give me 1 second here. And let me go into, I'm going to go into the Brand View management tool. Now, I'm going to be in a demonstration. I'm in a demonstration mode, but to access Brand View, what you would do is go into AAM's website. Click on Login, and you're going to want Publishing Filing Center. When you click on Publishing Filing Center, you're going to still do your credentials as you would to get in for the quarterly filing or publisher statement. I'm going to exit out of this and get back into my demo mode. So I'm using a title from Dubuque, but really I just am using it purely for demonstration purposes. Once you enter in your credentials, you're going to go ahead and you, instead of putting in quarterly filing, if it was a magazine, would be publisher statements, you can access it for those portals, but I prefer Brand View Management. Brand View Management tab, you can access that at any time. You can update your Brand View at any time. There's no time, specific time periods when you're eligible to update your Brand View. So I'm going to give it a moment. So when you go into Brand View Management, the first thing you want to do is go down to Choose Layout. So Choose Layout, this is where you get to put in what tabs you want to emphasize. So I always recommend doing the Overview tab. Again, this is your home page of your Brand View profile. This is where you really get to promote your publication. So what you want to do when you click on Overview, you're going to have a template, and you can have just a standard overview page, or you can do one with a video. For my demonstration, I'm doing one with a video. So you select that, click Save. And it'll say successfully saved. So you're choosing the templates. When you hit this plus box, you get to select what tab, another additional tab. Here's the print tab. If I click on the down arrow, you see some that are grayed out, like group distribution, affiliated publications. This particular publication I'm dealing with does not have affiliated publications. But if you did have affiliated publication, this would be bolded. Same thing with social media, whether you're a periodical or newspaper. If you have your social media audited by AAM, this would be bolded, and this would be an available tab for you. If you're interested in having social media or your newsletter or any of your digital information posted on your Brand View profile, but it's not highlighted, contact us and we'll get that set up for you. For my demonstration purposes, I really want to just focus on Overview and Learn More tab, because those are truly those two tabs that I really think make your Brand View profile stand out. So once you choose your layout, I'm going to go ahead and provide content. So this is where the fun begins. This is where the customization truly starts. There's two tabs. There's the Overview and my Learn More tab. So I'm going to focus first on Overview. And how it's set up is you can upload the logo of your publication. To enter in information about your publication is this section here, and enter text. Below that is a link to your media kit. And then there's going to be an image. This image is going to be to the far left of your Brand View. In the middle of your Brand View profile on the Overview page would be your video. And then to the right would be the other graphics. So you have 3 slots at the bottom of your Brand View page for your Overview. So to upload your logo, go ahead and click on Upload. And hopefully it's going to do something. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Upload file. Why isn't it working here? It's not working. Bear with me here. Sorry about that. I'm having a little technical difficulties here. So let me exit this out. Yes, upload file, choose file. So you're going to click on Upload File, choose File, and I'm going to want the logo of my publication. Click on Logo, click Open. So you see it has my logo, the file, and that's why I have that folder created in my laptop already that had my logos, my graphics already housed in there. I'm going to click on Upload, and it'll say Image Successfully Uploaded. And then you want to click Save. Bear with me here. You know, when you do a live webinar, there's technical difficulties. So apologize about that. I'm getting back in there. So I'm just logging back in. So going back into to provide content. So there's my logo. The next thing I'm going to show you is the text. And the text information, if you want to, the Telegraph Herald is the name of the publication, and you want to link it to the website, super easy to do. There is the link icon. Okay, there it is. If I can make this bigger so you can see, right here is the link icon. When you click on link, you want to copy the entire link of your website. So remember, include that HTTPS portion. So for example, I would highlight my address here for AAM. I like to do Control-C, and then I would go in here and do Control-V, and then click OK. And then this will link it to your website. Also, too, you can I want to highlight this. I want to bold it. I want to italicize it. You can use the different icons here to change your text to make it stand out more. Also, too, headings 2 is the way you can enlarge your text. If there's a particular, like the Telegraph, the title of your publication, you want it to stand out a little bit more, you might want to make it a little bigger. Oops. So now I just made it too small. So I'm going to change that. And by doing that, you can go heading 1, 2, or 3. Make sure any changes you save. If you do not save, it will not appear in your Brand View profile. This is the link for your media kit, so your rate card, or if it's just to your website that's for advertising, you're going to want to copy your address and just put it in here. Again, remember to start with the HTTPS portion of your address. Uploading images. I want to show you something real quick because I have a graphic here. But if you want to, and going into Trusted Media website, I have this graphic and I want to go ahead and use this graphic. So you can use Snagit to actually snag it, or what you can do is save image as, and it'll save it as a PNG file. So I just want to let you know there's options when you're looking at graphics. You can grab them from your website. A lot of your websites have great graphics on there. So go ahead and take advantage of that. So bear with me as I log back into my demo here. I accidentally logged out. So I'm just getting back into Brand View Management. I accidentally logged out by mistake. So also too, I wanted to show you the next thing is your video. Video is really easy to copy and paste into your Brand View profile. So I'm going to AAM's website here for our YouTube channel. And what you can do is this AAM, this is our distribution. This was about our distribution heat map. So to copy this video, this is from my YouTube channel in AAM, right click, and then you want that copy embed code. Not copy video URL, but you want that copy embed code. And again, I logged out by mistake, so apologize about that. Just need to log back on to my demo site. I prefer when I'm building under Brand View that I always do it in a demo mode because I don't want it to go live. So bear with me here. Going back into provide content. So I just want to show you that we have the upload of our logo. Here's the information you're going to put about your publication. Again, you can bold, you can link it. You can add the link to your media kit, your advertising site on your website, and then you can upload your graphics. So let's take a look at what this looks like. I'm going to go into preview. And you can go into preview as often as you would like to see how your profile is going to look before you publish. This is the publishing side. Basically, on the publishing side, it's just basically re-entering or restating our AAM's advertising rules and policies. So you would just click yes, I agree to the terms, and then it would publish. Your Brand View would show within 24 hours in our Media Intelligence Center. But before, right now, I'm not publishing it. I just want to see what it looks like. So I'm going into preview. It takes a moment for it to load, but here's my graphics. So here's my logo. Here's the images that I uploaded. Here's my video. Here's the link to my publication. Here's my media kit. Actually, it looks pretty good. You would do the same thing on the Learn More tab. The Learn More tab, here's the contact information. I even have a link for my upcoming webinar. So if, just to kind of get a, what I like about preview is, especially if you're like looking at your graphics, you know what, maybe this is image, I like this image, but maybe it's a little too dark, maybe I want to change out the graphic. You certainly can do that. So to change it, just go back to the home page, go into provide content, and then change what you need to change. Do you need to change the logo size? Do you need to, make this bold? Do you need to change any of your, or do you need to change any of the information about your publication? Do you need to change out the graphic? If you don't like this graphic, just hit the X sign here at the bottom. It deletes it and says, are you sure you want to delete? And just say yes. Click Save. And then you can add another graphic. So I just want to show you what happens when I deleted that particular graphic. And click on preview. Now I just have the video and I have the graphic to my right. I prefer to have another graphic to my left, but it's purely up to you. Again, this is your profile, how you want to customize it. So before I end this webinar, I am going to go into AAM's actual website now, and I want to show you some actual live Brand View profiles that we have out there. So I'm going to bring up the Telegraph, the one that I was working on. I believe it's this one. So if you do not have your Brand View profile built out, technically all of you have a Brand View profile. It's just that you're not activating all your tabs. So for a newspaper, the ones that are not activating the Overview tab or the Learn More tab, this is what's going to happen. You're going to see the quarterly reports, and here's the distribution heat map. Now, all our U.S. newspapers had the distribution heat map, and waiting for it to pop up. It's a really cute, cool feature. We just added this last month. But if you hover over the zip codes, you'll start noticing, without going into the analyzer tool, pulling up the zip code for this particular client, it pops up over here what the distribution is for that zip code. It's a pretty cool feature. I'm going to go ahead and put Taste of Homes. Taste of Homes actually built out their Brand View profile. They put in an overview page. They have, and they also have part of the MP360. So the MP360 they're a part of, so this is what pops up for them. Another one I wanted to show you that's a really good one. I'm putting in Kansas City because that's my hometown, but they actually really do have a great profile set up. So here's their overview page. They have a video about their publication. It's a real quick video. It's about, I think, like a minute video. They have the media, the graphics, a link to their media kit. They also have hyperlinks to their website. If we go to the Learn More tab, they have more information about the publication, who to contact, and also other publications they have. Now, these other publications like KC Weddings, things like that, not necessarily audited by AAM, but they are mentioning them. They certainly can mention them. So just wanted to let you know you do have that option. So I'm going to just take a quick look to see if we have any questions here. So we have information who views your profile. Actually, it's anybody who accesses our database, who are clients. We have a lot of media buyers and advertisers that are clients of AAM that do access your database, so that is being viewed. So we have a lot of media buyers, a lot of advertisers that are looking at your information. I do want to point out that at any point in time, you do have any questions about your Brand View profile, how to set it up, please contact me. I'm more than happy to do a one-on-one training session with you, also help you build it out. Again, it doesn't take that long to build out. Basically, once you set it, you can kind of set it and forget it, or you can update it as often as you would like. But again, please take advantage of it. It's there for you. It's free. It's a great, great way to customize your information and really showcase your publication. So with that, I'm going to end the webinar. And like I said, you're going to get a recording and a copy of my presentation within the next couple of days. Thank you so much for attending, and have a great day.